So Overwatch 2 is a game that is basically in development hell. It's basically a game in development hell. It's a game that usually the developers have a lot of silence about the game's development because they know the game's in development, but they don't want to tell you anything. For example, Bayonetta 3 is a certain game. There's a lot of games that will vaporware games. There's a lot of games that developers still say are development, but they have no release date. Metroid Prime 4 is one infamous game that is known for being development hell. And yep, Seagull slams Blizzard silence over the state of Overwatch 2's development. Lack of content in the base game, plus lack of dollars for the expansion, killing the player base. Which, yeah, they said, oh, we're not going to put anything else for the other game until the new game comes out, but we don't know when the new game's coming out, so we can put the game in development hell so we can kill. It's like, why would he, especially if you make a sequel to a game that relies on people playing online? Why would he not put any release date or anything known about it? If we looked at the gameplay of Overwatch 2, it looked like a very early stage of game, and stuff like that. But it has always been a year, and there has been nothing new. Yes, 9 months, and the players have been met with deadly silence. Games like Valorant have been announced to release. Call of Duty's getting another title, but Overwatch gets hardly nothing. And yeah, I won't be surprised if the stuff with China will even delay the game even further. You know, with seasonal events like summer games that brought back new fan favorites like Loser Ball, only new thing is some cosmetic and Echo. Fed up with the lack of content sequel, put a passage plea for Blizzard to tell the community was happy with the sequel. How is it acceptable for a live service game to be our fifth summer of Lucio Ball in a row? How is this acceptable? How is it acceptable we had the same seasonal events? A game has no content compared to any other game. And compare it to Crucible, which nobody plays, or Valorant, which only has like 10 characters. Valorant actually has less content than Overwatch. Valorant is just a perfect, but they want you to pay $100 for a cosmetic. That's Valorant for you. We get a new hero every 2 months. We have season. Now we're in it every 2 months anymore. We have Battle Pass. We have Crested War. Where are we? And yes, as of course, every game has its big set of issues. Power keeping the lack of hero bans being the two biggest ones. Biggest form of defense has now. The biggest issue is the lack of content to get excited about. What's the point of playing the game if there's nothing to be excited about? That's how I say it. There's nothing really to be excited about the game if there's nothing there. Okay? And like Nintendo's schedule, there was for weeks there was nothing announced until Pikmin. Nothing. We had to guess what was coming out. Of course, if you looked by weeks, you could already know what was coming out. But if it was dual posted, like what's after Paper Mario? Like, we could guess F-Zero, and guess Metroid. There's nothing. Okay, nothing. Okay, and yep, there was other things, but yep, Overwatch 2, a game that is maybe in development hell. Is that dev team they're going to sacrifice content to build Overwatch 2, and most of the development time is going towards PvE side of the game, but why not continue in the future? It's already rough in Overwatch 1, but I expect to move get past it in Overwatch 2. Now you depend on the entire PvE mode. I have full faith to Blizzard make a PvE product, but the PvP side of game will continue that priority in the future because I doubt it. Yeah, Overwatch is a dead game. Not as dead as Crucible or soon Valorant. Valorant will probably die because of course the game might be banned soon because of a certain country owning the developers a certain game company of owning the game, which means the game might be banned here anyways. So that's basically it. Goodbye.